A community outrage tonight. Deputies say an Asheboro woman faked having cancer and took donations from her neighbors.
In today's video, I thought we could have a look at not one, not two, not three, but 4 of the worst fakers that I've personally found myself. And one of those stories is actually a follow-up from one of the ones that we've previously watched in the past. I feel like these videos are always good to get out. It kind of reminds the public of what these people have done prior and really outs them just one last time for being the scummy people that they are. Without further ado, make sure to hit the like button and leave a comment down below as it helps the algorithm, and let's jump straight into it.
Many say this is not only unbelievable, it's also unacceptable.
How can anybody be that low to do that? Like, I was shocked.
WFMY News 2's Alma McCarty spoke to investigators and neighbors tonight to find out why the woman did this.
Well, we reached out several times to Amy Hammer, the woman Randolph County investigators say pretended to have cancer, to hear her side of the story. She has declined to comment tonight, but her actions are leaving many people shocked and confused.
I mean, to be perfectly honest, how can you even really come onto this show and redeem yourself after doing the actions of literally stealing money from people? The people that we're actually watching today is the people that like to fake really severe illnesses. Most of the time, it seems to be cancer, seems to be a hot topic, which I always found to be quite strange, as a lot of people kind of know now what cancer entails, but they fake it nonetheless.
Fundraisers, t-shirts, and upcoming church benefit, all to help in Amy Hammer's fight with cancer, what she claimed was chronic lymphocytic leukemia.
It makes me not want to donate to anything anymore, because you don't know who you can trust and who you can't trust.
This is one of those really sad but very real side effects of doing this. I like making these videos personally because it's actually nice, because I don't know who watches these. Maybe there might be some people even thinking about doing this. These videos get pushed out, more people see them. Hopefully you can just put other people off from doing it. It might sound like a great idea, but from all the videos we've ever watched, it's not like they actually get that much money. Not enough to completely ruin your life, and the absolute detrimental effects it has, and a knock-on effect as well, right? Because these people now aren't ever going to donate ever again. If you got burnt out of your money to someone that you thought you could trust, it's going to put you in a very weird situation next time someone asks for the exact same help, whether they're telling the truth or not. You're just gonna have this thing in the back of your mind now, always questioning that. And that's extremely sad. These greedy people have now taken that away.
But the Randolph County Sheriff's Office says all of that was a lie she was making money off of. Charges are pending, but investigators wanted to release the information to Trinity Wesleyan Church of Seagrove, just days ahead of its weekend fundraiser for Hammer. Massage therapist Carolyn Staley was donating her services to the benefit.
I don't get it. I don't see how she got by with it for so long either, without nobody knowing.
Part of the fundraiser included selling raffle tickets. Now the sheriff's office is requesting those tickets and money raised.
We've collected at least over 500 tickets so far.
The church benefit was something Jason Hill had marked on his calendar. He's been battling stage 4 melanoma cancer.
I was planning on going to the benefit, and go out and support her. That way she would have somebody to talk to, That way I could be like a part of her support team. And
Hill finds it hard to believe someone could make this up.
I find that extraordinary. It's like someone actually going through this now tried to plan to meet up with her to help her in her cause of her cancer, which she never had. Absolutely. How do you now feel going on a day-to-day basis with feeling this? Absolutely. It's probably very alien to him because it doesn't make any sense. I've never had it personally, but I could imagine just seeing some of the pictures or the stories that I hear about it. It's not something that you'd kind of even wish on your worst enemy, let alone something that you would make up and then take away resources from people that actually have it. Also, I just don't really understand how they can really keep a straight face when people do this. Lying to people's faces like this and just playing along like they still have it, even though they fully well know they don't have it. It's not even like a delusional. It's just they fully well know they don't, but they want the money, so fuck it, right? And something that you guys are going to be very shocked about as well. Honestly, like I could just make so many videos on this. So doing just 4 right now, I guess it's more interesting to do 4 in short bursts than one big long one, but there are so many videos out there on YouTube of this. I mean, there's pages. Like, this isn't like a rare occurrence. Like, I generally thought it was the first time I used to make these types. I thought this was a very rare thing that people could not possibly be that scummy, right? To steal money from people that actually have this and also just straight up lie on social media for attention and sympathy and money didn't compute. I just, no way. It's the odd bad egg that's doing that. No, bro, it's actually very common. So here's another one.
An Ohio woman has been charged with felony theft after police say she posed as a terminal cancer patient to dupe donors into giving her thousands of dollars.
At least Ohio makes a bit more sense, I gotta be honest. Is it me also? Am I going crazy? But does not every single person that scams this just look the exact same? They all look like a woman who's in the ages of around about 40 to late 30s that do this. Why? I wonder why that is, because there's definitely a high statistic here. Like, I know that men probably have done this as well, but we've done a few videos on this. I don't think we've ever covered a man doing it. It always seems to be this demographic. It's strange.
Mindy Taylor convinced friends and even her own husband and mother that she was dying of cancer. The problem is, she wasn't. It was all a lie.
Okay, oh my, how do you convince your own husband? I say this every time, but it's just simply not one of those things where you can wake up one day and be like, you know what? I feel so much better now. I needed a big sleep. I had a big sleep last night and I feel $1 million. I think I was just sleep deprived. It's not something that then goes away by, like, what is the end plan here? Telling your own husband, someone you live with, why? This is like the biggest, most attention-seeking thing I've ever seen. Own husband.
According to the Columbus Dispatch, the 35-year-old mother claimed she was suffering from cancer of the small intestine, lupus, and heart disease, and was undergoing intense chemotherapy. After hearing Taylor's story, a group of donors set up a youcaring.com page to help raise money for her treatments. The page, called Mindy's Army, raised more than $13,000.
Nice. One of the things I always see as well with these types of people, when they go in for their treatment, they never want people to come in with them, obviously, right? They normally get dropped off for their treatment and then they'll like make some stuff up. I think I saw like some woman put on plasters on her head and say that she had a brain surgery. And then the recovery stage was just putting plasters on her head. Like that was like brain surgery, plasters you're gonna get from the dollar store. I don't think that's how that works. But then there's like the other argument of people saying, how do people not see this? You know, think of everything as a scam. But it's like, a lot of these people aren't just random people online. I mean, sure, quite a lot of them are, but the people that set this all up and the word of mouth that gets around is normally a friend of a friend of a friend, right? Like, when they scam people for this type of stuff, it seems to be way more personal than random people online. It's always like, the best friend then comes out and makes these videos and being like, they literally lie to my face. Like, and they go like very far with their faking too, to the point where they'll pretend to like puke, they'll shave their head. Like, it's not normal behavior. So from that point of view, I can absolutely see how you would get duped into that. Like, if your best friend right now came out and said he had cancer or she had cancer, like, why would you not believe them? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. Like, and then watching these videos now, it's like, I haven't even been burnt from it, but even I would be like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, you shouldn't be questioning that type of thing at all, because you just shouldn't be lying about it either.
And she reportedly got more than $7,000 in other donations from a spaghetti dinner fundraiser her mother put together in her hometown.
Why is it always spaghetti dinner fundraisers? I'm seeing a pattern here. It's almost like every single video is the exact same. It's always a spaghetti fucking dinner fundraiser, and it's always a woman in their 40s. Guys, what's going on? I think there's a conspiracy theory there. I'm just not seeing it.
Taylor even kept a blog on caringbridge.com that appeared to chronicle her struggles. A recent post read, "For those of you who don't know, last week was really hard for me. I pushed myself a little too much. Shocking, I know." But it wasn't long before investigators caught wind of what they say was a scam.
How could you even write that? I did not push myself hard last week, guys. I was out trying to spend all the money you guys got me. It wasn't easy. There was just so much of it. So scummy, man.
WSYX reports police got an anonymous tip that Taylor had scammed donors out of more than $20,000 and was allegedly using the money for personal expenses. She was arrested and charged. Taylor herself told WBNS she really did believe she had cancer and says she started returning the donations as soon as she figured out that she didn't have the disease.
Excuse me? Look, guys, there's one thing to think you may have something, okay, and maybe just be a little bit concerned. Maybe you tell your friends, maybe you tell your partner, hey, I'm a little bit concerned. I might have this thing. Not too sure. But making a whole fundraiser for yourself and having a spaghetti fundraiser, that's not... You've passed the line there of, I don't know, I think I have it. I 100% have been diagnosed. Let's start a fundraiser and do this thing. Why is the line blurred? It's not. It's just stupid. Like, would she generally think that was my get out of free fucking card? Yeah, I thought I had it, but I guess I didn't. Whoops. It's fine though. I'm gonna give all that money back. Yeah, because I think they probably realized $20,000 to ruin your whole life wasn't really worth it, was it? That's the thing, man. It's not like we listened to any of these stories, and it's not like they got away with $2.7 million. It's always like $20,000. This economy, are you kidding me, bro?
I'll take the onus for whatever they want me to do. I'll do it. I'm not a bad person. I do want to clear my name.
Yeah, well, you should have probably thought about that before you did this. Oh, and you'll take the onus, all right, in prison. That's what we want you to do. Yeah, it was just a misunderstanding, guys. That's all it is.
But a Ross County prosecutor told the Columbus Dispatch he believes otherwise. I think she's a hypochondriac and that she enjoyed the attention. Even now, negative attention is still attention, right? Taylor is expected back in court June 16th.
Well, I'm sure she'll be getting plenty of attention in prison from all the inmates.
Police say the woman was faking cancer.
It gets worse. She even set up a fake charity and used the money to take vacations. A lot of vacations. Here's News 13's Amanda Goodman.
Well, she can have one big longcation now, right, guys? Again, in prison. Oh, man, it's like, I feel like people that actually have a serious illness are the types of people that don't set up fundraisers for themselves. You kind of got other things on your mind than to sit on your fucking PC and set up a fundraiser. I mean, I don't know. I'm completely guessing at this point, but I would assume the people that actually go through this aren't the exact same people that then set up a fucking fundraiser. You know what I'm saying? Is that the case? It seems a bit weird that your first instinct would be to set up a fundraiser. I feel like that is a big red flag. Obviously, I'm only saying this because it's like every single video we watch, they set up a fundraiser. Like the second, they don't even get a diagnosis, they're faking, obviously, but they just set up that fundraiser. No time waiting, just straight away.
Jess Dick, Elizabeth Bateman had everyone fooled. Even her friends and family thought she was dying of cancer. Elizabeth Bateman makes a compelling case in this video and in posting.
Okay, hold up. Does she make a fucking slideshow? Oh my God. Oh God, it gets worse. I've been doing YouTube for a while, okay? Imagine if I used all my editing skills right now to make a epic slideshow of me just laying in bed. Here's a blaze. Guys, I'm not feeling too good. Here's a slideshow of me when I have an upset tummy. Bro, like, straight up fucking... Or did she go on Fiverr? That'd be even somehow cringier if she went on to Fiverr and paid someone. These people are absolutely insufferable, bro. No wonder they do this for attention. There's no way people that act like this could even attain probably one friend. From just $7,000.
Things on her own blog. The 34-year-old from Los Alamos says she has terminal cancer.
She said that she wanted to start an organization that helped young adults with terminal illnesses, something similar to the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
With the help of friends, she created the Friends Through the Fight Foundation. A single fundraiser held in Colorado where Bateman was living last year raised $7,000. It's money everyone thought was going to help others. But according to police, Bateman was helping herself with the money, going on cruises, skydiving, and taking helicopter and hot air balloon rides.
Just $7,000? What? What's her travel agency, bro? I need that is cheap. Some of the stories I've heard in the past and we've watched are like people that like to set up these types of things for other people as well. But I always found it strange to know that the people who do that also fake, right? Like you don't need to fake to set up and do something nice for people. You just don't. And I thought that's what this story was going to be. But no, she just took all the money. Like, I just don't understand that. Because it goes way deeper too. It's like she would have been in a room filled with people that actually have cancer and then she scammed them. and everyone there out of their own money to go skydive. Like, why? Like, what the fuck? Like, skydiving was a few $100s or something, but like, what? I don't understand, man. And then to do that while other people are quite literally suffering in front of your very eyes and not have a second thought about that.
It was heartbreaking. I didn't know what to think at first.
Nicole Kofed grew up with Bateman in Los Alamos. She says she reached out to her on Facebook when she learned of the cancer. Kofed's mother had just died from the disease.
Elizabeth seemed to ask me a lot of questions about what I had been through with my mom, and I was very open and honest with her because I thought that I was helping.
But now, Kofed thinks Bateman was using those details to further her own story because the 34-year-old never had cancer.
Yeah, and she probably was. A lot of the times when these people like to fake as well, it's kind of strange because they'll actually be asking way more questions than they really should be, you know? Almost trying to get information from other people. That's why it's always a double-edged sword, like when people put information online, because it's like, on the one hand, it's good to have this information so you know and you can see those symptoms and maybe hopefully seek help before it gets too serious. But then on the other hand, you have absolute assholes like this that then use that information as the type of knowledge and how they then trick people into making them believe they also have cancer. And it just sucks that there's people out there that also do this, right?
Police say she made it up, going as far as shaving her head and pretending to have morphine injections. The morphine turned out to be saline solution. She even had a friend take her from Colorado to Chimayo.
She wanted to go to get this sacred dirt so she could be healed.
It must have worked. The sacred dirt has healed me, guys. Fucking the sacred dirt. I don't know about that one, guys.
Bateman's con unraveled in March. She was sick and a friend took her to the hospital where she claimed she was getting her cancer treatment. But doctors said she'd never been treated there for cancer. She bolted and moved to Albuquerque.
She's already in New Mexico, like making new friends and talking to them and telling them God knows what.
Now, Bateman turned herself into Colorado police this morning. She's facing theft charges. According to friends, there have been fundraisers for her here in New Mexico. Back to you. Okay, Amanda, she's also accused of pulling the fake cancer scam in Texas. We found she just signed up for a singles website in Albuquerque a month ago. Her profile doesn't mention anything about cancer, and she's wearing a wig.
Drop. What was he going to say? Fucking hell, she got around, didn't she? Like, she got from state to state doing this. A lot of these people really just absolutely have no shame. And especially in the last one we're about to watch now is actually a follow-up from one of the videos we had watched previously. So I thought I would chuck this in there for you guys because it's interesting to see.
We have new developments about this Chula Vista woman accused of faking cancer and then taking donation money. Well, 10 News tracked down her sister, who says she also conned her own family. Reporter Emily Valdez joins us now. And Emily, you actually spoke with the sister. So what does she have to say about all these lies?
Well, I can tell you this has been the top story on 10news.com here for most of the day. Viewers outraged at what Megan Hudson of Chula Vista is accused of doing. Her sister tells me she thinks she knows why Megan allegedly pretended to have cancer.
Attention seeking. Bro, they actually do all look the exact same. Does this not look like Tix and Rose's mum? I actually don't know what her mum looks like. I'm just guessing. This literally looks like an older version of Tix and Rose's, bro. What the hell is this? Why do all the people that fake stuff look literally identical? Like, bro, that's hilarious. What the fuck?
She shaved her head. She would upload pictures of herself at so-called doctor's offices. She would upload random statuses and pictures saying that she was sick or hurting that day.
Haley Hudson is talking about her older sister Megan Hudson of Chula Vista. Haley says Megan conned her family, as well as more than 100 others, into thinking she was dying of cancer. Her family lived out of state, and besides, who would lie about having cancer?
It literally is the same story as Tix and Roses, but literally just with cancer. That's actually wild. I know with her story, faking Tourette's, and then her sister and her family, I'm pretty sure, came out to speak out about her, right? It's literally the same concept, and they look identical. Just can't get over how similar they look, though. That's actually scary.
And so it was pretty easy for her to pull the strings and tell us, that she was going to doctor's appointments.
Megan's high school friends in Ohio say they flew her back for a fundraiser. Her stepmother created this web funding page. 83 people gave $5,000. Then her sister and her stepmother got this feeling that something wasn't quite right.
Little stuff like the fact that her hair grew back pretty thick, and usually with cancer patients it doesn't.
Someone made an anonymous call to Crime Stoppers. Megan confessed to friends, family, and reportedly police. It was a web of lies.
It's heartbreaking. It's a pain that you'll never truly understand unless you go through it, and this isn't exactly a common occurrence.
Haley doesn't think it was all about money.
It could have been a cry for attention.
Yeah, I think 100% it is. The money part of it, look, $5,000, it's not really that much. Even the other ones where they get like $20,000 or so, it's not that much really to like ruin your whole life over. And then $5,000, well, that's like you could take a little bit of time off work maybe for a few months. Like that ain't paying much. After rent and groceries for 3 months, if that, it's not a lot of money. So when I always think about these stories and stuff, 100% attention is one of those things that always comes to mind because 100% it is.
I don't fully believe it was just about the money. I mean, I know she benefited from the money, but I think it was more about the attention that she garnered.
And Megan's stepmother even offered to pay back everyone who donated money on that website, even though she didn't do anything wrong. The family tells me they have not spoken to Megan in months. And coming up new at 7, a woman who actually shaved her head for Megan and got a tattoo tells us why she would do it again for someone who really had cancer.
Well, it's nice we can at least leave it on a good note. One thing I will say is absolutely, I personally would be extremely embarrassed if this was one of my family members. Could you imagine? Someone in your family came out as having cancer and it turned out that they were faking. It's not only detrimental to their life, but even to you, being related to them, it would feel so embarrassing. But anyway, boys and girls, this has been an interesting video in which we've been looking at a few different cases here. Like I said, if you guys wouldn't mind, please hitting the like button and leave a comment down below. Helps the algorithm and I would appreciate it massively. And well, boys and girls, I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.